Got vision and destiny. Add elemental, that's chemistry. All those heroes, that's infinity. It's endgame. Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. Alright, so this one right here is my duel from, what was it, the Rogue tournament last week. Yeah, this was the duel that I was talking about that kept me from getting first place, where I just make like a major play mistake slash lose to incredible luck. But there were a couple of actually like other things that went on like during that turn, after looking over the video and stuff. I was like, yeah, I could have did this better, could have did that better, and I would have, decreased my odds of losing to luck. But as you can see, starting off my turn into Stratos, into Ferris, and I was playing double increase because it's very, very important to get Ferris's effect off inside of this deck because Fusion Destiny and such is banned. So I definitely have to get that stuff off. And as you can see, we're just going to go completely full combo here as I go and add the Liquid Soldier, and I try and decide if I want that extra draw or if it's better for me to just go straight DPE. But we are going to decide to go for kind of the greedy play here. And one of the things I always make sure to do is before I draw those two cards, I always like to try to get my Mally out of there first, which is not always like the best thing to do because sometimes you need that Mally to special summon into your Wonder Driver zone to get that poly back. But I hate giving myself the chance to draw it because it just seems like every time I do leave it off in there, I just end up drawing it. So yeah, we go ahead and get that up out of there. Go ahead and make our Infernal Rage using our Liquid Soldier, Graceful Charity, and our Vanilla Neos. And yeah, so our hand ends up being pretty decent here. We're actually going to go ahead and be able to tribute off our Infernal Rage. And I don't know why I was thinking so hard right here. I was thinking that I failed to be able to well, yeah, actually I lost my poly, so actually like failed to be able to make my what's his name, to make my DPE. So yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. I needed that Mally to be off inside of there in order to make this happen. So my inboard is not going to be exactly as good as it should have been. And I always tell myself I'm gonna do it this way or do it that way, and yeah, I just end up like messing up the whole thing anyway. But in this Rogue tournament deck, it's like DPE is still really, really good, but as long as I have my Shiny Neos Wingman, it still feels pretty easy to win, and we're able to set like a whole bunch of cards in past turn here. It's like this hero deck just turned into Labyrinth with extra steps. But yeah, he's gonna play I believe that is Planet there. He's on tier limits for this deck, and he kept saying it wasn't all that good, all that great, but I do believe he ended up taking first place, so it was good enough to get there. You never know what's going to be all that crazy or work pretty decently inside this Rogue tournament. But yeah, as you can see, he starts off with one of the Tears monsters, ends up hitting another one, and he has the just different things. I wish you could see like his side better, but he ends up hitting like a Shadal mon. He's got Shadals off inside of here too, so they're doing things like special summoning, and yeah, he's like popping stuff. And he's going to shuffle one back and destroy the other one because of the field spell, and then because of whatever, what's her name, Rikalos, maybe one of the tier monsters, because of her effect, because he shuffled back. So yeah, or because he got special summon out to the board. So the one that he is going to destroy, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to negate the effect with the droplet, so that my shining doesn't get shuffled back into the extra deck. So yeah, we can't stop the field spell, but we can at least put the monster that the field spell was going to destroy to good use. And down comes another tier limits monster, and he's going to mill 3. Nothing good milled there. And yeah, fortunately it's not the tier list monster that has the effect to stop special summon effect, so we should be still good when we flip up our favorite contact. Down comes the chaos space here, and I'm just like starting to see all this crazy stuff, all these graveyard effects and different things that he has. And now I figure, he's about to go into some crazy dragon engine stuff, but it actually doesn't end up being that way. And yeah, even if it kind of did, we still have the nib to go ahead and tribute and get rid of everything here, and still be in a pretty good decent situation. And like here, I was trying to find out if that guy would still get his effect to special summon out to the board if he's sent to the graveyard by card effect. And as we proceed to go, he proceeds to go into the end phase. I'm gonna go ahead and flip up the favorite contact here. We're gonna put back our Infernal Rage and our Vanilla Neos in order to bring out Shining Neos Wingman. And yeah, I do believe we got like 3 different pops here, or it might just be 2, but I'm trying to decide on what to get rid of. Definitely a fill spell, just because I don't want him milling stuff and then popping stuff with that effect. And I also don't want that out there, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. He goes to activate its effect. I'm going to hit it with the Call by the Grave. And yeah, we pretty much be able to win from this point right here, because we do have the Miracle Fusion. We can go ahead and bring out our boy Big Chill, or we could bring out Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. I go ahead and just try to kind of decide which one I would rather do, just because the monsters that have the flip effects and all that stuff, so just gotta figure out which one to take care of. But we are going to go ahead and go into Infernal Rage, get back our favorite contact just in case he has some crazy stuff in hand, some different things to do. We're going to have to draw off of our Liquid Soldier, and I'm going to go ahead and pitch the Hero Lives here, since we have a hand full of, or not a hand, but a field full of stuff. We are going to make our Cross Crusader, use his effect to add the Mally back to hand. We're going to go ahead and send him to the graveyard, go ahead and add our Vion there. And I actually like taking a bunch of extra steps that I probably didn't need to make here, but we are going to go ahead and send with Vion's effect. We are going to send our, I do believe we just go ahead and send Denier here so that I can go ahead and get access to my DPE. Because like I said, I don't know what's inside his hand. Like in these rogue format tournaments, for all I know, I'm about to get battle fadered or something. Or what is the other card? Get like Swift Scarecrowed or something. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and banish the other Cross Crusader to get that poly back. And then we're going to, use Denier, bring him back, put back the Mally, get back the Miracle Fusion with Wonder Driver's effect, banish Mally to special summon Mally, flip up the poly, get our DPE like we should have had. We're going to flip up the, I do believe we should have flipped up the Miracle Fusion here. There goes the Miracle Fusion. We're going to banish the Infernal Rage and the, what's his name, Infernal Devicer to make our Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. And yeah, we're pretty sure we have enough for game here. We actually have follow-up with the with DPE now. And if he did happen to do something, we can also pop the DPE, pop the Wake Up Your Elemental Hero to special summon out another hero. And yeah, this will be enough damages in order to kill him, because his monsters have like 0 attack from DPE almost much. So he's taking the overflow attack, and he's taking the damage from destroying a monster with Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. So yeah, we're able to capture that game right there, which in all fact we should have in the first place, but on top of his mills being bad, it just made the game pretty easy to win. So, but yeah, I actually like his deck idea. It was like pretty crazy. But I think this next turn when he goes first, I actually don't be able to draw much of anything in order to put a stop to him. And one of the things that sucks about playing heroes into Tearlament effects is that they all have those effects when they're destroyed by card effects, to do things, and that's really tough for heroes, which is another reason why I feel like we have such a bad matchup against Unchained also, because they also have those effects. And the majority of our cards, they destroy things. DPE, Shining Neos Wingman, That's pretty much what they do, is destroy things. So it's just like when you play against decks like this, you gotta, you know, kind of switch it up. But I don't think that I was playing. No, I think I had plasma in my side deck, so yeah, I am able to do that. But in this matchup, I don't have Dark Law because Dark Law is banned. So yeah, our best card against Tearlaments is actually banned. In case y'all were wondering why I didn't like try to Dark Law him or anything, that is the reason why. So yep, here we go, getting ready to go into game 2 as I try to, you know, side in cards that will help me better in this matchup. And yeah, we actually have like a really good hand. I wasn't sure if he was going to make me go first or second. So, you know, as you can see, I have Protector of the Elements in there, which I should not have probably kept in. I should have just assumed that he was going to be going first. But on the Reinhardt, I'm going to go ahead and ash it just to say if I can prevent his engine from rolling. But then he's got the, what is it, the allure? Oh no, it's not allure. Is it chaos space? Yeah, he's got the chaos space, so he's able to go ahead and get the dragon part of the engine rolling. And I was trying to figure out what I can really, or like what it is that he's like really going into here, because last time he did the dragon, the wyvern stuff, he actually didn't end up doing anything with it. But now I find out the true extent of what the deck ends up doing, and I'm about to get hit with the card that they decided to, like, every week they decide to take, or whoever wins it gets to decide what card to take off the ban list. And when I asked Dai, I said, you know, what card was taken off, he said, oh, no cards for this week. But when I got there, he was like, oh, there was a card that got unbanned. And I'm about to get hit with that MFer right now. You see, it's the freaking Thunder Dragon Colossus card. Like, I wasn't playing Yu-Gi-Oh when this card was a thing, but yeah, he just brought it out on me. I've seen it on Master Duel, and it's pretty much like the demise of heroes. If you look at my hand, because I have like a Hero Lives, I have Rhoda, and it's like, yeah, I can't search or add any of this stuff. So it's like I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I can even do. And, you know, we do have the spirit. I drew the spirit of Neos, which is, you know, my without having Dark Law inside of the deck, it's like I wanted to have something to special summon off of my Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. So I decided to go with the Spirit of Neos engine. That way I could add the Protector of Elements. So yeah, all we can pretty much do here is go a Hero Lives, and I'm gonna try to prevent, you know, some of the things that he might try to do by, you know, using Protector of Elements and banishing one of my, you know, E-heroes. I don't think it really mattered which one I bring out at this point. They're all pretty bad in the face of Colossus because they all search, add, you know, do whatever, and I can't do any of those things. But he's got that Exceed monster, which I should have read because it becomes an issue later on. But yeah, he's to start detaching materials to start milling stuff. And, you know, here comes the Tearlament stuff, and he starts popping stuff. And I'm hoping that he just, I can't remember if that's the one that stops special summons, but yeah, I think that was like my only hope, is that he doesn't use the one that stops special summon effects, so that I could at least, you know, try to get another turn to draw my droplet or something, that when he goes into the battle phase and I activate my Spirit of Neos. And he's still rolling, going here, Thunder Dragon Hawk stuff, Thunder Dragon stuff. And, you know, it's kind of crazy that Colossus is pretty one-sided, like how Dark Law is. He starts talking into my Shadow Mist. I can't search. We're going to Spirit of Neos here. He can't be destroyed by card effects, but we also cannot add anything from our deck to our hand. And yeah, we're just hoping to draw the drip here, to draw a Dark Ruler, draw something that's going to negate this Thunder Dragon Colossus effect, so that we can actually have the chance to play Yu-Gi-Oh. And, you know, here he's still trying to play Build a Board, and he sets, which I assume is like a Shadal monster, you know, and it's pretty rough. We're gonna draw for turn, and what did we draw? We drew the other Mally. So yeah, we go ahead and set the Protector of Elements, hoping that we can, you know, have something to keep him from winning the game. But yeah, we probably should have tried. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered at that point, because even if we negate the poly, then we have to remove the Spirit of Neos, and we have no protection at that point. So yeah, we go ahead and lose that game 2, and then here comes the fateful game 3 that I end up losing due to, in part to time, in part to luck, import to, you know, lack of skill just in general. Yeah, we just lost this game because of many reasons. But I do assume that we're going first. We're in about I think we have about like 13 minutes or so. So, you know, as I'm like side decking, keeping time in mind, making sure to remember that I'm going first, to take out my card, or to make sure that I have all my cards included that I like to have in my deck going first. You know, so that removing side deck cards like Dark Ruler No More and such, and, you know, just to make sure I get a decent hand, we go ahead and pal shuffle here. And I think just like, you know, we're going to go ahead and take to our turn and just kind of hope for the best here. Actually, not hope for the best. We got the best. So we are going to open up with cross out and a hero lives. So full combo, no worries about draw here. We're going to go Stratos to add Ferris, and no hand trap comes down. We are going to pitch the Mally for Ferris's effect, and we are going to go ahead and increase. And as he's talking to Eric over there, I am just trying to take my turn kind of as fast as possible. That way we have plenty of time. And, you know, one of the play mistakes I actually like made is like going into this next turn, knowing that I activated the hero lives and took half of my life points. Usually when I do stuff like that, my goal is to activate my cards and such, my interruptions against my opponent, as quickly as possible, so that I can try to end his turn as quickly as possible, knowing that, you know, I've already taken half my damage, and that my opponent can, you know, kind of leisurely take their time to, you know, do whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish, because, you know, they've already have the game won technically in time. So yeah, we're taking our turn pretty fast here. We started doing all that stuff. We got the Wonder Driver. This time I'm going to decide not to do the Mally thing. So we're going to leave the Mally in deck, and I do believe we end up drawing it, you know, and I had just been telling him, like, I'm not going to be greedy this time. I'm going to leave Mally inside the deck, and watch this. We drew the Mally. So yeah, I just can't win either way that it goes with it. I cannot win with Mally and his Liquid Soldier. So we drew the Mally there. It's a little bit frustrating, but I do believe it'll be okay. We end up pitching the Poly, as we have like multiples of them inside of the deck, and we go ahead and decide to keep the Mally in hand so that we can, you know, still make our DPE. It just sucks like drawing it, but yeah, we're gonna get back to Poly after we tribute the Infernal Rage to bring out Sunrise. Then we will flip up the Poly using the Sunrise and the Mally to go ahead and make our DPE. Then we are going to Miracle Fusion there, doing Infernal Rage and Vanilla Neos to go ahead and bring up our Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. We're going to use DPE's effect, pop the Wake Up, pop the DPE, so that we can bring out Spirit of Neos. We will use Spirit of Neos' effect to go ahead and get the protector of elements. So yeah, normally in that space it would be Dark Claw, you know, with Shadow Mist, but he is banned in our rogue tournaments. As you know, they try to get rid of a lot of the, you know, floodgates, and you know, you're gonna say Thunder Dragon, but you know, fortunately, you know, like I said, the winner gets to decide to unban a card, and he is the one who unbanned Thunder Dragon Colossus, and therefore he is using Thunder Dragon Colossus. Big nice floodgate. So yeah, DPE comes back in a standby phase. We are going to set the Miracle Fusion using our Wonder Driver's effect. He's going to start off with Wyvern cards. I do believe that is the Light Wind, by banishing the Thunder Dragon, one of the Dark Thunder Dragons. He's going to start doing Thunder Dragon ads and such, pitch and add, And then he's going to activate, what is that, Foolish Burial, sending another Thunder Dragon. Was it Foolish Burial? Or it was something else. But Kelbeak is going to go ahead and come out, I believe, targeting the DPE. And, you know, I'm asking, does he still get the special summon effect if the target leaves the board and he's not able to destroy it or send it? So we're going to go ahead and pop DPE, pop the Wyvern. So he's going to get to add the Dark One from his deck to his hand. And he's going to special summon that one out, of course, by banishing the Light Wind. He's going to normal summon out the Kelbeak monster, and you know, immediately at this point, knowing that he's going to make an Exceed or Link summon, I should have just went ahead and popped it with Shiny Neos Wingman instead of being greedy, especially since he already used his normal summon, and I have, you know, the Protector of the Elements to stop something like Chaos Space. But I go ahead and allow him to make the Light Sworn Exceed monster that's going to start milling stuff, and now he's going to have the ability to shuffle things back. Yeah, horrible mistake on my behalf. You know, should have definitely just went ahead and popped those, but I decided to get greedy, and this is going to allow him to get a whole lot more plays than what he should have had on the Chaos Space, which I planned on doing anyway. I'm going to go ahead and use the Protector of Elements and, you know, get the Stratos off the board just because it needs to be an elemental hero. But, you know, fortunately, he still, you know, sneaks in more damage using his Light Swarm monster to attack over the Wonder Driver. So he gets a couple little extra damage off in there. And, you know, even at that point, you saw me turn around and look at the clock to see how much time we had left, which is going to end up being like a bad thing on my side because, like I said, I forgot that I activated the Hero Live. So I thought that was really like the only damage that he had did. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and use DPE's effect in the standby phase. I was gonna special summon back my DPE from Banish, but like, yeah, nah. So we're gonna use the Denier, bring back the Denier, and then we're gonna use Rhoda to go ahead and add our Vion, and yeah, we're going to flip up the Miracle Fusion. And that's kind of where everything starts going bad, as I don't have an elemental hero that I can special summon because of the stupid Light Swarm monster milling the Ishizu monster and shuffle back my Liquid Soldier. So now I don't have the correct target to be able to special summon my Ab-Zero. And yeah, so we go to the battle phase, use Spirit of Neos to attack over the Light Sworn monster. And I didn't read it. It has another effect that after it gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard, he can destroy a card on my side of the board, but it's a damage step effect. So I cannot flip up the favorite contact, and I revealed to him the favorite contact, which I'm pretty sure he knows what it is. But the reason why everybody is laughing here is because in order for him to get the destroy effect, he has to mill a Light Sworn monster. He mills 2 charge of the Light Brigade and then Raiden as the last one and hits my favorite contact. So I can't make a monster to, you know, push past all the damage that that I did to myself with A Hero Lives. And, you know, we couldn't Miracle Fusion into the Shiny Neos Wingman because of the materials to make him were banished, but we could favorite contact, you know, brought him out. He would have had a ton of attack and we would have been able to win that game despite activating A Hero Lives. But, you know, so many play mistakes. Don't make the play mistakes that I made. Be a better hero player. But appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video. My wingman, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he's shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at our world.